Hello today, my dear viewer. Back to October Celebrations, where we explore Roblox's history and show off what it's worth. Today, I'll be exploring Bear Asterisk and how a game finds its identity. So let's explore these mountains of substance, shall we? First, I think we should talk about the gameplay. I already did make a video about this game, but it was kinda ass, so I think this time I'll go into more detail. The game has two game modes, Classic and Escape. Both game modes revolve around the cat and mouse chases of survivors and bear, and puzzles. The survivors are plentiful and weak, requiring skill to be good at. They have a limited sprint, can be taken out in just 4 shots, and are much slower than the bear, meaning that if they spot you, you have to get out of there and find a hiding spot ASAP, or else you'll become its meal, or whatever it seeks to gain from killing you. The bear is much faster, can jump higher, can see better, and is overall a massive threat. Considering you have to survive this thing for like, what, 3 to 5 minutes before the round ends, while it's constantly checking places and looking for / chasing you, it makes for one hell of a challenge. Basically, one has to be patient and use stealth to make sure they know where it is and can predict its movement, and if spotted, should find a good hiding spot they won't expect, and or pass on the target to another person to keep themselves alive. I should probably mention puzzles and game modes now. Right. In each map, there are puzzles to do. In Classic, reduce the timer to make the round shorter, or in Escape, get new tools and items to progress and, well, escape. For Classic, these usually involve wire puzzles where you click wires until they are all green, put a plank in a spot where it's needed, put some cheese on a cheese altar, or basically just place random objects in random spaces. In Escape, however, things are more complicated. You usually have a common goal, like placing 4 potions into a cauldron, starting up a car, or blowing up generators by placing cores into their designated spots. Given the whole needing puzzles to raise the chances of winning thing and completing the objective thing are pretty important, it's no surprise people are always playing cat and mouse with the bear. There are also extra switch-up game modes, I don't really know what to call them, like Double Down, which offers 2 times the bears for 2 times the coins, One Bounce, which has all the bears except for one survivor with a ton more energy and less time to kill, and Infection, which is just an infection. With all these elements, it blends together into one adrenaline-pumping experience where you're constantly on edge, always trying to avoid the bear, always looking behind you, always hiding to wait for when the coast is clear, sometimes slowly following the bear to know where it is and where it's going, and of course getting chased, and trying to throw it off, and to just find a safe spot for where you can live for another moment. Or if you're bear, just chill out and go on a killing spree. That's all you need to know about its gameplay. So yeah, the game has some quite fun fast-paced gameplay, but what you're gonna be seeing while playing is what I really want to get into. The style of bear is very good. It's heavily inspired by 90s, 2000s, and 2010s media. It's packed with references. Just checking some skins, which I'll get into later, we got Wallace and Gromit, the Idiot Virus, a 90s 2000s desktop pal, a commando with the iconic "Get to the chopper" line from Predator as a description, PVZ skin for the Undead Coming Zombie, Annoying Orange, Shrek, the Gummy Bar, and those are just ones I can lift off the top of my head. The game's music also takes from mostly vaporwave songs to ease you into the feel, with many old songs from back then of course. The lobby in GUI has a ton of neon plastered around, simple nostalgic designs, and quite a few of the maps are from old Roblox maps brought back to the present. The game goes for this weird and trippy vibe for most of the maps. I could go on and on, but I think you get the point. Oh yeah, the skins! There are 5 different characters, all of unique skins, speedrunning here. Bear is just Bear, Undead Coming Zombie is obtained from being killed by someone with the character, Sam is obtained from jumping into the side of the lobby, playing a code, that means where you obtain him, Doggles from finding a boat in the lobby, flipping a switch, and entering a hole, Bob is a character that releases a new skin, or just a re-release of an already presented skin, every week, and of course all characters have skins available in the shop, from doing special skin quests, and buying them in events with seasonal currencies or other quests. It's basically the same song and dance as many other games. However, I really think a lot of the developers' creative juices were just poured into these things. Unlike most that just follow this common lollipop, tattooed rare, actually good looking legendary, and great seasonal skin system that most games do, the skins here are quite modest. There's no loot boxes, just letting you buy them with the currencies or getting them from fun quests. Granted, there are game passes and currency purchases, but at this point, what game doesn't have those? Not a good excuse, but hey, what can you do? Oh yeah, the skins themselves. As I was saying, they look great. I find few I actively dislike here. Even the most basic common skins have something to offer, usually an accessory or a decent palette swap. Everything else is super cool, no skin, outside the few mentioned, are forgettable or boring. Every skin has its personality, picking some random skins here. Superfan's a cute blue bear that shows off Bear's more cutesy / wacky side. DIY Bear actually gives us a 3D bear, opposed to the usual 2D sprites. It shows off its cheap design, that has been encased into a murderous beast. Bearlick shows off the pure Dream Core-esque energy the game gives off. Idiot Bear lets us see the tendency for the game to reference older things and celebrate them in the form of said skins. And I could go on and on and on, but we need to talk about the other characters. Taco has very few skins, however they are all very high quality, and the stretchy and bendy meshes opposed to the blocky, mostly static characters the game's gotten used to, makes it stick out a ton. The Undead Coming is basically all references, which makes sense as it is a piece of old Roblox history. All of them are very simple but effective, and they're mostly just quite cute looking. Sam also doesn't have very many skins, but they are all much bigger and beefier to differentiate them from the bear, and just give off this less serious feeling, unlike its peers. And of course, Bob is extremely simple and easily recognizable, but are very pleasing to the eye, and don't try to overwhelm or confuse the player. As you can see, near every skin is made with love and care to make it feel unique, and unlike most games that use this model, don't try to throw a bunch of filler in to make cooler skins stand out, and thus make people spend more money. The seasonal events that are hosted are very well made, the building pages fit with this art style, the new skins are all worth nabbing, the quests are all very fun to do and complete, and overall are great. There's also some lore explaining how we got here. Basically, some bear infection broke out, and you go around finding new characters to assist you and help you out in this nightmare through Easter eggs and the like. Not much to say, but it's a neat addition. Also, I guess there are kill effects and social gears, but they don't do much. However, they are still quite charming. Yeah, that's so shoot. I'm surprised there wasn't too much to say here. The game is just very well made with adrenaline-packed gameplay similar to those of the Undead Coming or, yeah, just the Undead Coming in this, I guess. The game has its own identity nailed down. If you couldn't tell, being a weird horror game with a mix of chill vibes and nostalgia that blend together nicely to create one fun and vibey game to play with all your buddies and strangers alike. I'm surprised not many games have much of an identity. Maybe it's just I've seen too many soulless simulators or wacky and original meme games that just piggyback off of soon-to-be dated memes in the old Roblox art style, or whatever extremely bright and cartoony game is popular right now. This one really stands out from the crowd, and I applaud Cheetah Man and his crew for making such a soulful game. You guys did a great job. Congratulations. So yeah, that's the end. Don't got too much else to say. See you next time on October Celebrations.